What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max, and today we are checking out the Porsche 911 Targa 4 GTS. Now, we've made a review with the Targa 4S, I don't know, a couple of months ago. So if you want to check out that video, you can click in the top right corner. That is the video where I will focus on the Targa in general and on the 4 and on the S. Today I'm going to focus on the GTS stuff and how it differs from the regular ones. It was introduced 2.5 years after the introduction of the 911 992 generation, and the GTS always is sort of a best of everything. So you get some of the most chosen optional extras and you get some of the best driver focused optional extras, which is really nice. The GTS is usually a really good deal at Porsche and they look cool as well. So today I'm going to show you around it. We're going to talk a bit about all the stuff that's on this car and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. Alrighty, so we've got a chalk 992 Targa 4 GTS today. Really beautiful color. We've driven a lot of Porsches in this color. I always think that these modern Porsches, 992s, Panameras, Cayennes, they really look good in this color because you have all the contrasting stuff. Now, especially with the GTS, you get a lot of black contrasting stuff as standard on this car. So you can order this on a regular 911 as well, but on the GTS you get it as standard. So that means that you get the dark headlights, you get all the black stuff in the front bumper. I think these indicators are dark as well. And then we've got these beautiful center lock wheels. These are turbo wheels, 20-inch front, 21-inch rear, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Behind that we've got the turbo brakes as well, or at least it's similar to the brakes on the turbo. No carbon ceramics, but they are really strong. And the suspension has been derived from the turbo as well. So that has been improved. We've got a little GTS sticker there. And of course, Targa. Let me give you a hug. I love the Targa. I think even though it is heavily flawed, and we've talked about this in the Targa review extensively, namely if you open the roof you have a lot of wind noise and a lot of cold air that gets in there and hits your neck, and it's not very comfortable, but I still freaking love it because I think it is the coolest of 911s. I think you're just such a cool guy if you drive a Targa. It is just the best looking 911 if you ask me. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that. Would you go for a coupe or a convertible or a Targa? Curious to know. Now, you also get the sports exhaust on the GTS, of course, and a nice, very long badge, 911 Targa 4 GTS. And, well, as we talked about in the 997 GT2 review, which was the last car. Huh? I thought that was a button for the engine compartment, but this is a button to open the rear section, so you can access this bit and this bit right here. That is freaking cool. I thought this was like a little door like on the regular 911s, but it's not. So as I said in the 997 GT2 review, the 997 was the last generation where you could open the engine compartment and actually see the engine. Nowadays you can only see a couple of fans and oil filling and stuff like that. But this is really handy. So you have a little more storage right there. I mean, this is freaking cool, right? This is the coolest roof construction ever, basically. Beautiful. And of course I have to show you guys what it looks like with the roof down, which, spoiler alert, is awesome. Does take a while, but good things come to those who wait, or to those who are patient, whatever. Open windows, and then we've got a beautiful Targa. Look at that. How awesome is that? All right, so we've got a nice sunny day today. It is a bit cold, but we have heated seats and we have a heated steering wheel. There it is. And on the interior you get a lot of race text, is what Porsche calls it. This sort of Alcantara stuff you get on the center console, the steering wheel, the dash. And then we've got this carbon fiber trim on the steering wheel, dash, doors, everywhere basically. It is a very nice interior, and you get these Sport Seat Plus, I think it's called. You get these on the GTS as standard as well. And then of course we've got the Sports Chrono package, and well, a lot of stuff on the GTS you get, so you don't have to hit too many optional extras when you order yours. We've got this silver belt as well, which I think is pretty cool. Start it up. Sports exhaust. We can, well, let's just go for Sport Plus. You can hear the exhaust opening up immediately. Soft limiter, 3,500 RPM. So yeah, let's just go and drive the thing, because then it sounds absolutely amazing. Manual mode, where's my traction? There it is. Turn that off. Alrighty. So, oh, that's nice. Immediately you can actually hear a lot of wind noise. I do have a mic, so it should be okay for you guys. But I've got a lot of wind noise, and I'm driving 100 kilometers an hour, which is not great. You do hear that engine. It is quite loud. Oh yes, it brings me back. I've got that cold wind in my neck again. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, but the sound is really nice. So the GTS always improves handling. With this car, I have to say it's less noticeable than on, say, a Carrera S versus GTS, because the Targa 4S is a very heavy car already. The GTS does save a bit if you go for the carbon buckets and stuff like that. Oh. It also has lighter glass, so it should be around 25 kilos lighter. But it's still a pretty heavy car, and sometimes you notice this, which is a shame. But it's also, you have a Targa, so don't really, it shouldn't be about that weight. It really shouldn't be. You shouldn't worry about that if you have a Targa. So just get the GTS. Oh, just get the GTS if you want, you know, the coolest looking one and the most power you can get in the Targa. So this has 480 horsepower instead of 450 for the 4S, 570 newton meters of torque. Yeah, it is a really nice car. It's supposed to do 3.5 seconds to 100. We've been able to do 3.3. So yeah, it is a very impressive car. It sounds good as well. It does sound a bit, I don't know, tricked sometimes. It sounds like there's a valve that opens or something. Especially at the top of the rev range, you can hear it changing. But I'm not complaining, because it is very nice. All right, so. Alrighty then, roof is on. Roof is up, I should say, and we're going to take it to the Autobahn. So top speed should be 307 kilometers an hour, if I'm not mistaken. Lovely downshifts. We've got a PDK gearbox, of course. Oh man, it doesn't get old. It's what is it, 7,500 RPM, I think, almost. It really does sound and feel like a naturally aspirated engine a lot of the time. There we go, full throttle. Now, as always, it feels so planted. It feels so stable. I think that was 306. That's, oh, it's so easy. So because you get a lot of this like turbo stuff on this GTS, like the part of the suspension, the brakes, the wheels, again, I would say that this is very nice value for money, and probably the one to buy, especially in the Targa lineup, of course, because you don't have a turbo or a Turbo S or a GT3 or whatever. You just have the Targa 4, the Targa 4S and the Targa 4 GTS. This is definitely the one to have. Oh, man. What a nice car. Are you going to go left? Are you thinking about it? I think you were. And there he goes, yep. So of course we also measured the 100 to 200 kilometer an hour performance of this car, and we've done that with the Targa 4S as well, which means that we can compare the two nicely. So the 4S did an 8.45 second run, and with this car we were able to do a 7.93, so around half a second quicker, which is pretty respectable for a 30 horsepower increase. And then it's also like almost 2 seconds quicker from 0 to 250 kilometers an hour. So it's definitely quicker than the S. You get all these nice goodies, you get this Racetex stuff. I think this steering wheel is optional, but I don't know if that's because this is carbon or because this is Racetex, but this is a really nice steering wheel. We've got the driving mode selector down there, of course. I keep getting this tire pressure warning, but it's nonsense. The tire pressures are fine, we checked them all, so should be all right. Now, this sport response button, I don't know if I ever showed you guys how that works or what it does. So basically, when you're in comfort mode, normal mode, you're driving along on a B road or whatever, and then you think, oh, I just want to overtake this truck really quick. You hit this button, and then for 20 seconds, as you can see, you've got the countdown there. You've got everything in the most aggressive setting. So the sports response is basically like a Fast and the Furious setting or something like that. You know, suddenly you're like, oh yeah, everything is blurred. There we go, another one. We'll just hit Sport Plus. But this is so nice. It gets quite loud at the top of the revs there. But it's so nice to drive this car on this beautiful sunny winter day. It's cold outside, it's hot in here. Yeah, always a pleasure to drive. Always a pleasure. So this GTS, it really is the best one to buy for the Targa lineup. I would definitely recommend getting this. It is quite an expensive car though, but you know, yeah, it is the coolest 911 still. Even though I think I would never take that top off because it's just annoying to have the top down. It's still the coolest one, and I still want one. It's quite ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to end it here. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video on the right, or go check out this playlist on the left. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye guys.